Hi, my name is Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Colossal Con 2017 with Mr. Jake the Snake Roberts. How you doing?
Doing great, man.
Alrighty. So how'd you get started in the world of entertainment?
I don't know, man. My father wrestled, so I guess that was a good start.
Yeah, I had done a little research about that, and I'd seen that he had wrestled and that you kind of just followed in his footsteps.
Well, not really, you know. We didn't get along real well. I was never around him. He was not much of a father. You know, humble beginnings, man, and no matter what your problem or what you come from, it's up to you to see where you wind up, you know, so...
Alrighty. Now, you're well known for using a live snake during your time in the ring, coming down and everything. What would you say is what was that like having that snake? And then what would be one of your favorite species of snakes?
Dead would be my favorite species, as I'm terrified of snakes. I know, shocking. I know. I didn't say I was smart. No, I am very smart. See, I realize how snakes petrify people because I'm petrified of snakes, so if it works on me, they must be pretty scary. So yeah, I picked that up and went with it. I should have figured out the problem. The problem being you're afraid of the damn thing. What the hell are you going to do when you get out there in the ring? Well, once I go into a role, yeah, it's all gone.
Alrighty, you're kind of like Batman.
Yeah, sort of.
Alrighty. Now, you're a man of many talents, and you were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2014. What was that night like for you?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It really was. You know, I'd done a lot of harsh things, said some really ugly things about the WWF, WWE, whatever. Vince McMahon personally. You know, that's the thing about a person that's drunk or addicted to alcohol or drugs. You say stuff that you don't really mean. You say some ugly things because you're lashing out at people, and that's what I was doing. It's very big of them, and I can never thank them enough for allowing me back into that fold, because bottom line is I love wrestling, and I always give it 1,000%, and you know, if I wasn't in the ring, I was thinking about it, you know, so it was great of them to let me in, but that moment, that night, was so unbelievable for me, because not only had I gotten back into the fold with the WWE, I'd also gotten back into the fold with my own children. And to have some of my children there and my grandkids there, man, it was awesome to hoist up my little guy, man. You know, he's fighting. He's my hero, man, because he fights through all these issues, man, and problems. You know, they said he'd never walk. He's walking. They said he's going to be deaf. No, he can hear. They said he's going to be blind. He wears glasses. All these, he just graduated from kindergarten, man. And they said he'd never go to school. Live your dream. Live your dream. He's living proof, man. You can accomplish things that people don't expect of you.
Alrighty, it's awesome message, awesome message. So you're well known for having your ring talk, the Snake Pit. What was it like to have real chats with your fellow wrestlers when they would come down into the ring? You know, there were some one-on-ones that were pretty touching.
Yeah, they were good, man. You know, I much preferred the way we did it then, from the hip, as to what they're doing now. But, you know, today it's a different product, so I just have to accept that and move on.
So, I mean, like, your time when you did it, like, what would you say was, like, one of those fond memories of doing it? Like, what was that just... Any
of them, man. I mean, anytime you're out there with people that you respect or people that you care for, it's fulfilling, you know. Who in their right mind would ever dream that you would do an interview with Andre the Giant, much less wrestle him?
Yeah.
You know, so there you go, man, doing things you didn't expect.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So it says in your bio that you happen to also wrestle down in Mexico, doing the Lucha Libre stuff. What was it like? How did you adjust to being that? That's a very unique culture of wrestling.
Well, for me, it was pretty easy, because every time they came at me with some of that flying stuff, I just swatted the fly down out of the air. And it was pretty simple. My tag team partners, on the other hand, which were Eddie Guerrero and the Love Machine, they had to do all my flying. So I remember one time walking into the locker room and throwing a bunch of chairs and screaming and shouting, and Eddie and the Love Machine walked in and like, what's wrong? Because they didn't want to lose their jobs, man. They just loved, you know, being in the ring with me. I'm like, where's the promoter at? Get over here. Let me ask you one question. Is this the best you can do? What are you talking about? I'm like, If my guys can't fly higher than that, then forget it. These guys have to take bigger bumps.
Part of the WWE in the very early years, or now WWE, sorry, the WWF. What was it like, that atmosphere way back in the early years, getting everything going? I mean, like, I was probably about 3-4 years old when I used to watch you, and, you know, I kind of grew up with it and everything. But, you know, those early days, there's a lot of great personalities and people and wrestlers. So what was it like just getting that whole system up and running, being like the pioneer of what is it now today?
Being a part of that was the golden era.
Yeah.
Because Vince McMahon literally cruised around the world 2 or 3 times and picked the best of the best and put us all together. He didn't have to direct it. He didn't have to write anything because we all had stuff that we brought to the table. Yeah. So his job was much easier. And I miss those days of looking next to you and you got steamboats, you got, you know, whoever, man, they were there. If they were on top somewhere in the world, they were there. So to be a part of that was just like walking in the dark, man, and not have to worry about bumping into anything because you know the people around you are going to take care of you too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the early days with you, like you said, Andre the Giant, a gentle person, but also a tough opponent in the ring. You know, when Hulk Hogan was originally Hulk Hogan, and, you know, Macho Randy Man Savage, like, that was like the golden age, man.
Every guy on there was a legitimate Hall of Famer, a superstar, you know, whether it was Superfly Jimmy Snuka, I mean, Greg the Hammer Valentine, right down the list, they were all superstars.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was it like to see Undertaker finally close the curtain on his career?
Well, I hate to see it because I know what it feels like, man. You know,
I mean, he's a giant of a man himself. I mean, I'm standing next to you.
Time, you know, time gets us all. But, you know, it still hurts me, man. It's still hard for me to watch wrestling because I miss it. Because I just want one more match, man. One more match. And at least he did it the smart way.
Yeah. You know what? I'd pay to see that last match from you.
I would too, man.
Alrighty. So this is your first time here to Colossal Con. How are you enjoying your time and the fans' response?
Unbelievable. I'm surprised, you know, that many of them know who I am. So I got to thank WWE once again for doing WWE 24 so they can catch some of the old stuff, you know. So I'm really grateful for that. I love watching these kids express themselves, and that's what they're doing, you know, and sometimes it's kind of scary when you see what they express themselves as, you know, but I look at what do we have instead of this? They could be, I don't know, home building bombs maybe. I don't know. That's what some kids do. But no, they're having a great time, and as long as they're having a good time, it's just going to trickle down on me.
Alrighty, man. I'm glad you're having a good time. I really am.
If I don't have a good time, I will let you know.
Projects you want your fans to know about, and a way to keep up with you online.
Well, go on the internet. That's the easiest way. Check out JakeTheSnakeRoberts.com. Today, I believe my own podcast is starting today or in the next couple of days. So be sure and keep an eye out there. I'm going to do something on my podcast that nobody else does. I'm not going to have anybody else on there but me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to express my views, my viewpoints, my thoughts, my passions, my fears. I'm going to lay it all out there for you to mess with. At some point, I'll probably even start reading my book to you online, of course. I'm toying with the idea of just doing my book on the air. That's it. Yeah. So we'll see. As far as what else am I going to do, I'm going to do a movie with Shia LaBeouf or whatever his name is, and Kurt Russell.
Nice. Yeah,
I know that name because of Snake Pifkin. But yeah, looking forward for that. And you know, other than that, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But whatever I'm doing, I'm enjoying it. If I'm enjoying it, it's going to be good.
All right, and the message you want to get out to all the wonderful fans that have kept up with you throughout all these many wonderful years.
My history will not be my destiny.
All righty. Thank you so much, Jake. Thank you.